What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. So this past weekend, I unboxed a whole bunch of Funko Pops as I caught up with my Funko Pop parcels. There is a link to that video if you guys did want to check it out, but I completely forgot about another box in the other room of a few other items I picked up in the sale, so figured we'd crack those open. Not to mention, my Whitebeard with Moby Dick also arrived, and I definitely want to check this out. But first and foremost, let's get through the few sales items that I did pick up. Firstly, we have two variants of Captain Carter from What If, and more specifically, this exclusive one is from the 1602 episode, at least I think that's what it was called when the Avengers first assembled. I think it was called What If the Avengers Assembled in 1602, at least that's my recollection. Been a while since I watched the second season. I've yet to actually watch the third. Like, it's so weird, these pops came out so late, like they were close, like released closer to season 3 than they did season 2, which I thought was a bit crazy. But yeah, what's this now, the fifth? I think we've got 4 or 5 variants of Captain Carter. This one, I guess, in the more it's medieval or 1602 attire, I guess, if we can put it that way. And then we have the common variant, which is Infinity Captain Carter, and in my opinion, this looks hella cool. Yeah, I do apologise for what I did there, but she's wearing Hela's crown. I mean, how cool does that look? The gamma-infused sword. Like, I don't know if we ever got it confirmed whose sword or what sword this was. A lot of people were saying it was Excelsior. At least I don't think it was confirmed to my knowledge. If it was, and I'm mistaken, someone drop a comment below. We've got the shield, you know, almost kind of like Captain Britain, essentially, right? And then, of course, the Infinity Armour. At least I think it was referred to as the Infinity Armour, with the stones there in the chest. Yeah, it's just such a cool-looking figure. I picked both of these up for £5 each from Smith's Toys. I really enjoy What If. As I said, I haven't seen season 3 yet, but I will be getting to it very, very shortly. And just like Friday's video, I do also have a bunch of Spider-Man variants to add to the collection. So this first one is from the Spider-Man 2 video game, and I guess technically it isn't Spider-Man, it is Harry Osborn in the black suit. I'll be honest with you guys, I've yet to play Spider-Man 2. I haven't even played Miles Morales. I played the first one years back on PlayStation 4, but yeah, never got round to Miles, so certainly haven't got round to Spider-Man 2 either. But yeah, the outfit looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like Agent Venom kind of a little bit. I'll get to the game eventually. I've now got my super duper powerful PC, so you know, no excuse, because I know Spider-Man 2 has released on there, I think just in the last week or two. And from the same game, we have the City Sound suit Miles Morales. That was a little bit of a mouthful for me, not gonna lie. But yeah, my memories from the first game, there were so many different suit variants. Like, they could have just made tons and tons of Funko Pops. I mean, I think they have. I'm pretty sure there's 6, 7 different variants from the second game, as well as the Miles game and the first game, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this one looks really cool. I guess he's playing the drums or something. He kind of looks a bit, I don't know, kind of like that, how can I put it? I don't know, speakeasy gangster? I don't know if anyone else can kind of see that with the fedora hat as well in the outfit. Yeah, this is definitely cool. I mean, I definitely want to get round to playing Spider-Man 2, that's for sure. And this last one was part of that recent Spider-Man variant release a few months back. We got like the symbiote suit Spider-Man, there was the Fear Itself suit, the Miles Morales Iron Spider that had the like unmasked chase variant. There may have been 1 or 2 others as well. But this is the Scarlet Spider, Kane Parker's version. And I'll be completely honest, I don't know a lot about the character. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was a clone of Peter Parker and then eventually took up the mantle of the Scarlet Spider with this kind of cool red and black suit. I definitely think it's a cool one. Also has these like retractable stingers from what I understand. Yeah, definitely need to learn a bit more about this character, but really happy to add more Spider-Man into my Spider-Man collection. So that's it for the Marvel Pops. I picked up one Star Wars pop, which was Jod from Skeleton Crew. And I've got to say, I really enjoyed the show. Could it have been better? Yes, but you know what? It was good fun. You know, everyone's saying it was the Star Wars Goonies. I can definitely see that. And here we have Jod, which was, of course, Jude Law's character. This is him with the, like, that scarf or headpiece, whatever you want to call it, wrapped around his head. Was it ever confirmed? I mean, I'm pretty sure it was him in the mask, in the helmet right at the beginning, right? Cool character as well. I didn't really see where it was going. I mean, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen it yet, so maybe skip ahead, I don't know, 20-30 seconds. But yeah, he kind of seemed to be like that sympathetic character, right? And then he pretty much turned bad, but I have seen a lot of people saying he's going to be like the Loki of the kind of Star Wars universe, where he's going to like kind of come back to being good, maybe a little bit bad again, then being good, and going to be someone you kind of love in the end, right? But yeah, I picked this up, again, £5 from Smith's Toys. Definitely want to grab the others, but yeah, I'm just buying so much on sale at the moment. But for commons, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Because the majority of commons release over here for £13, but then just a few months months later, they may drop to 10, some drop down to 7, and even as you guys saw, some of them dropped down to 5. This was another one that dropped down to 7 for my WWE collection. I finally have Dirty Dom. And straight off the bat, I gotta say, super duper disappointed he doesn't have the tash, but then I think this figure is based on him before he grew the tash, right? I think it's Judgment Day as well. I could be mistaken, but it definitely looks like the Judgment Day colours as we go around. Of course, the wrestling attire, that kind of flannel jacket, the purple style one. I mean, that was the Judgment Day's colours essentially, right? They got the tattoos, the wristbands, even the tattoos on the fingers. I'm not 100% sure what they say, but yeah, cool figure. I just definitely want another one. Actually, I didn't mention like the eyebrow shave and like the shaved part, like the undershave. Is that what that's called? I'm not undercut. I don't really have any hair, I always say that, so I'm not really good with hairstyles, but yeah, the rest of the pop's cool, and as I was about to say, definitely want to see one with a tash in the future. On to the final pop I picked up in the Smith's Toy sale, guys. Well, I say Smith's Toy sale, they just like reduced them to get rid of stock, so I guess technically it's not really a sale. Anyway, from DC's Dark Knight's Death Metal, I did pick up the Batman Who Laughs. So this was one of the New York Comic Con exclusives released back in October. Obviously my one is the shared sticker exclusive, which went to Smith's Toys over here in the UK as the shared retailer. And again, when it comes to Comic Con exclusives, I tend to really only go for them straight away if I feel they're going to sell out or it's something I really want at the time, because they're so expensive now. I think they're like $18.99 for like the standard size ones, and they're more expensive for the bigger ones. And I was like, that's just, it's getting a little bit too crazy in my opinion. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below on Funko's pricing, because even rumours that commons are now going to increase. But yeah, this was dropped I think to £12 or $12.99 maybe, and this is so freaking cool. I'm so happy to finally get it into the collection. Love Death Metal. If anyone's not read it, the DC stories, they're so freaking cool, man. I've got all of the other Batman variants, but I never had the Man Who Laughs, like the original one, which I think was a PX Previews exclusive. So I was really happy they made this, and I think this one's like a vast improvement on that. Just like red bloody fingertips. He's got Batman's cowl there. It's just so freaking uber cool. I really hope we get more Death Metal figures, to be honest. Last two pops to go then, guys, and this next one is a fairly recent release, at least here in the UK, because I know the next wave is coming very shortly. We have the Pop Plus Katsuki Bakugo. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know this was a Pop Plus. I didn't like see it on the listing, and it was like the same price. I thought the whole idea was Pop Plus was going to cost a little bit more, so I'm honestly not too bothered about that. I did only pick it up though because I hate paying for shipping, and yeah, Whitebeard didn't quite reach the free shipping threshold, so that's why we have Bakugo into the collection. And I also picked it up because Bakugo's English voice actor Clifford Chapin is coming here to the UK for AnimeCon UK in Birmingham in June, and I want to get another Bakugo Funko Pop signed with the quote Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite, or I guess his hero name, right? And I couldn't decide. Like, I've got the Bakugo with the con sticker that released back in, was it 2020, 2021, something like that, which is like one of my more expensive pops in the collection. But then they released this one with the full-on hero suit, and I was like, this kind of maybe a better fitting. There's no kind of real intrusive sticker either. So yeah, I'm kind of pretty sure I'm gonna go with this one. I freaking love Bakugo. He's such a funny character, and when he came out with that Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite, I was like, that's just friggin' hilarious. And everyone's reaction to it, they all had different reactions. I always remember Best Genius was like, so long. Like, the name was so long. But yeah, really cool part. As I said, didn't realize it was Pop Plus. It's like, I guess he's just flying through the battlefield, right? And we've got all these dust particles coming up from the ground, forming this base. Yeah, really cool figure. And yeah, definitely can't wait to get it signed. And last but certainly not least, guys, we do have the Funko Shop exclusive Whitebeard on Moby Dick. And thankfully mine has arrived all intact, because some did unfortunately arrive broken, some of the masts, you know, similar to the Going Merry when that first came out. And thankfully we finally have a new One Piece pop ride, because Traffy on the Polar Tang was the last one, and that release, I'm pretty sure it was WonderCon 2023, which would have been almost 2 years ago. So why did we not get a new pop ride last year? I have no idea. Funko need to make up for it this year though. There's so many they can do. I'm still waiting for the Bartolomeo on the Going Luffy. That It just looks so friggin' funny and cool. But yeah, Whitebeard here on the Moby Dick. I don't know why they've gone with the like a water base. The other three ships we've had, the Mary, the Sunny, and the Polar Tang, none of those had that water base. But these are all part of like I say these like this is part of this kind of marine forward thing that they're doing. So we had Ace that released like I think it was going to be a new marine forward One Piece Funko Pop releasing every month, right? I think that's what they said. And we had Ace last month. I say we had it. We didn't. It's yet to drop here in the UK, but I know it did drop in the US in January. So Whitebeard is February and Garp is going to be March, if I'm not mistaken. Then we're going to get more throughout the year. But yeah, I definitely want more One Piece rides. Yeah, this one, very, very cool. I guess he's coming in to Marine Ford. Like, it's that scene. He's using his Devil Fruit powers to create, like, the tremors and stuff. You could say, like, oh, it would have been so cool if they could have somehow added that effect in there, but maybe that was a little bit difficult. I don't entirely know. You know, I'm not really one of these artists or sculptors or whatever you want to call them. He's got the Murakuma Giri. I think that's how what you called his, like his Naginata pole arm, whatever that martial arts style weapon was. The ship looks great though, of course, like mirroring Moby Dick the whale, right? This colossal ship for this colossal emperor of the sea. He's got the wound in the chest as well. Yeah, it's just so freaking cool. So happy to get it. So happy, as I said, to finally have a new One Piece pop ride. It didn't sell out straight away here in the UK, but there were limits. I think the US, there were no limits, so people could buy like 12 at a time, I think. And I feel it sold out fairly quick, but then maybe restocked. It took quite a while to sell out over here in the UK, but I think it did eventually. But as Funko have said, with like Funko Shop exclusives, if there's a demand, they're going to restock things now. So as long as it's a Funko Shop exclusive, I can't really see anything retaining value now for super duper long, if that makes sense. And to my fellow One Piece fans, drop some comments below. Let me know what Marineford Funko Pops you guys are hoping to see later on this year. Otherwise, that's going to do it for today's video. Check out these links if you want to see some of our other content. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds!